Alright, what you just heard there is the main theme of a horror short film that I will be discussing very shortly. But before we do so, hey everybody, my name is Mario Daniel Rodriguez. I'm a 21-year-old media composer, and I create covers of my favorite pieces from film and television, and I also write original works as well. Before I get started with the video, just wanted to make a quick note about my background here. So this is actually what the back of my studio looks like. In the future, I'll be making a video showcasing what my actual studio looks like completely, what equipment I'm using, and just how I make my videos in general. In the back over here, you can see that we have 3 different posters, Jurassic Park, Jaws, and Scarface, all movies that influenced me when I was younger. And at the top, we have a license plate that displays my first name. I got that as a gift when I went to California many years ago. But that being said, onwards with the video. So the movie that I'm going to be talking about today, it's called We're Not Safe Here. And this is a horror short film by director Christopher Cox, who is a YouTuber who made Nerf videos when he was younger, and he got really famous with it. He got millions of views with it. And more recently, a couple of years ago, he started to do a transition to becoming an independent filmmaker. And he currently specializes in making horror short films, and he's known for films such as Don't Look Away and Sweet Dreams. Why this film in particular? Well, put it simply, it has, 3 different things that are really good at which makes me want to talk about it and get you guys to see if you're interested in watching the film. So the first thing that I'm going to be talking about before I do anything is the synopsis. This is essentially a short film, 12 minutes long, about a group of young adults who are camping, and one of them decides to tell a scary story to one of his friends. Keep in mind, this is at night, and they're in front of a tent, and they're in front of a campfire. One of the characters, the one who's telling the story, tells a story about a creature called La Mimica, which is able to mimic the sounds, voices, and just overall speech patterns of its victims. Now, that to me was an immediate hook from the very beginning. When I first learned about this film and, during production and what the synopsis was, I was immediately hooked. I loved what I was hearing. Why? Why this? As a fan of horror films myself, sometimes I get scared by certain things and sometimes I don't. It really just depends. But this film really works in a mysterious way, which is it psychologically gets to you. The fear isn't the creature. It doesn't come from the creature itself and, oh no, it's so scary. No, it actually comes from the psychological aspect of the fact that you can't see the creature until later on, and for the most of the film you don't see La Mimica, and what ends up happening is the viewer, they just feel like they don't know who to trust. They don't know whether if the situation is real, if it's fake, and so the situation that happens in this movie causes you to really feel fear, panic, and just overall sympathy for the characters that you see on screen, which leads me to my next point. The actors' performances in this are terrific and believable. I believe Chris mentioned this during his live Q&A directly after the premiere, which he stated that when he was making this, he wanted this to have characters that acted and spoke in a believable manner. I believe he mentioned something about how sometimes horror films, they showcase characters that are they do things that are just outright outlandish and don't make any sense. And you are left to wondering, saying, oh man, why did he do this? Now he's gonna die. And you sort of lose the fear factor. That's not the case with this. Right from the get-go, the dialogue, the way the characters interact, the body language, everything from their performances made it seem as if this was something that was happening in real life. Imagine there was no movie being made. That's the feeling that you get when you watch this. It's just a natural conversation, free-flowing between these group of friends, and it really worked well with, just immediately drawing you into the film as a audience person. And the other thing that I wanted to talk about, why this film is just a really cool film that I believe you guys should watch, the music. So the music was written by Keaton Applebaum, the assistant director for Christopher. And essentially, it's a loopable guitar pattern that appears at the beginning, and then it also appears at the end of the film, near the end. And this actually adds to the overall goal of the film, which is to psychologically make you distrustful and fearful and wondering, hey, don't listen to that, that's fake, that's, whatever. And the guitar melody works perfectly for this. At the beginning, you get this nice campfire, chill vibe, and it's like, oh, okay. But you get the sense that it's a horror film and like, some serious stuff is coming up ahead. But the second time that the score comes back around and it starts doing the loop thing again, it becomes a whole different ball game, because now I mean, the audience at that point, they're already distrustful. And when they hear that guitar again, they're even more solidified with their distrust, because they're like, oh no, I heard this at the beginning and this played during a moment where everything was safe. And so now, is everything still safe out there? And, all these questions that the audience has when they watch this. And it really builds up. It's just a continuous buildup of stress and fear until finally it culminates in a big grand finale near the end of the film. But yeah, those are the three main points that I wanted to address for We're Not Safe Here. I believe it is a really, really good horror short film. I want this to take off. I want more people to see it, because I mean, it's a unique concept. It's full of creativity, full of, just utter dedication by the team who produced it. Everybody from Christopher all the way to the actors, the set designers, the costume designers, everybody. Like, the production value was great for this. And all in all, it's just a really good short film. I highly encourage you guys to watch it. I'm going to be linking Christopher Cox's channel down below, so you can have a direct link to the film. It's CA Cox 97 for short, but I will have that in the description as well. So yeah, that about wraps things up here. I will see you guys in the next video, and check out We're Not Safe Here.